The Sonic the Hedgehog franchise is quite strange when you stop to take a look at it, with the game series almost feeling like it is two completely different entities. On the one hand, you have the games starring classic Sonic, that is, the original 2D titles with the small, chubby, silent hedgehog. On the other hand, you have the games starring modern Sonic, which are the newer 3D titles with the taller, cocky hedgehog. While there are some people that enjoy both types of games, the fanbase does tend to be divided based on which type of style people like. Sega, however, finally hit the jackpot this year when they decided that they will make two games. Sonic Mania, a game inspired by and that plays like the original Sega Genesis titles, and Sonic Forces, a new modern style title that will feature the ability to play as your own create a character. While I am going to focus on Sonic Mania for this video, you can bet that I will be playing Sonic Forces when it comes out, create a character and everything. So tune in for that future review, whenever it may be. Anyways, back to Sonic Mania. Right off the bat, the moment you turn on the game, you get this awesome title screen that is reminiscent of the old school Sonic games on the Genesis. I mean, nothing like being greeted by a smug looking Sonic giving you a good old finger wag, am I right? If you leave the game running on the screen for a bit without pressing anything, then you are treated to a cool animated intro which shows Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles fighting Eggman. It definitely seems like it was made by someone who loves the series, and I think the fact that they included this instead of just, say, game footage is really impressive. The same love definitely shines through in the simple but fresh looking menus, as well as the fact that there are settings to make the game look like you are playing it on an old CRT TV. Very nice. As for the actual game, honestly, it's probably already been said by everyone, but the game is really good and there's a lot of really good stuff about it. The graphics are great, the controls are intuitive, the levels are fun to get through, and the music is catchy the way it should be. As for story, well, I haven't finished the game just yet, but the story is similar to other old school Sonic games in that yes, it's there and pushes the game along, but it doesn't take up a whole bunch of unneeded screen time. Basically, all you need to know is that it seems to follow the events of Sonic and Knuckles. Dr. Eggman is looking for a mysterious gemstone known as the Phantom Ruby in order to carry out one of his evil plans, and that the trio of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles ends up back in time, having to travel through places old and new to stop Eggman. Speaking of which, the levels are really well done. The new ones, such as Studiopolis, fit right into the aesthetic, and the returning levels are impressive in that they are like a remaster for current gen, but also manage to add in new things here and there. Even then, anything that might be different or new in this game feels natural as ever though, so no worries there. If I had to point out any weak point at all for this game, it might be some of the boss fights, as at least to me personally, some of them feel kind of drawn out and awkward. Even then though, I've had quite a blast with this game so far, and replayability is really high. From discovering different routes, to getting all the Chaos Emeralds, to perfecting all Blue Sphere levels, to unlocking all the secrets, there is a bunch of stuff to do. And that's not even including the time attack or 2-player competition mode. I don't feel like there's much more that I can say about this game, but don't take that as a bad thing. The only reason I don't have much to say is because there are only so many ways that I can say that it is good, and because I just think you should play it immediately to see what I am saying for yourself. I mean, has Sega made mistakes in the past with Sonic games? Yeah. And for all we know, they may make mistakes in the future too. So for now, why not enjoy something that they got right and that everyone is having fun with? With it being out on like every platform and being, from what I have seen, a pretty cheap game, I see no reason not to go for it. But hey, that's just my opinion. And remember, don't take anything I say too seriously. After all, I'm just a wannabe reviewer. Thanks for watching.